Hi everyone, hi Get the Gloss. I'm Sarah, co-founder of By Sarah London, and I'm absolutely delighted to be hosting this masterclass for you all tonight. Thank you to Get the Gloss for having me. Hopefully you will have all received your goodie bags, which will have included the Hero Facial Oil and the Reviver Hydrating Mist. Now, I'd love for this to be a really interactive session. So there should be a chat box function that you can all access. And the lovely Alex on our team is here. If you do have any quick questions or if you wanted to flag anything to me as I'm chatting away, but we'll be together tonight for about the next 45 minutes or so. So it's a great opportunity to throw lots of questions at me. But before we dive in, I'll share a little bit about By Sarah London if you are perhaps new to the brand. So I am Sarah, and By Sarah London began with a very personal story. So my sister Lauren, who is also my co-founder, was diagnosed with a really aggressive form of leukemia, a blood cancer. And the cancer treatment involved really impacted her skin. Her skin became very sensitive, very reactive. There were many different skincare products that Lauren's skin just couldn't tolerate, otherwise she would break out in this awful red sore rash. And so I made it my mission to really support my sister and to develop skincare formulations that her skin could tolerate, but also that would help her skin post-cancer treatment through that journey of repair and restoration. I myself have spent nearly 15 years in the beauty industry. I've come from the likes of L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, Unilever, and By Sarah London was born about 4 years ago. After Lauren, my sister, had been through this journey, and we had in fact been through that journey together as sisters, because I was in fact Lauren's stem cell donor. So as sisters, we've been on quite a personal journey, and today we have By Sarah London, which is an all-natural skincare brand, particularly well suited for sensitive skin. So I can see Lisa, I can see Joe, I can see Emma. If you're listening and you're resonating with what I'm saying, because perhaps you do experience sensitive skin and you just haven't found anything that's quite worked well for you, then hopefully By Sarah London really is the solution. And I'm going to talk you through how best to enjoy the products that you were gifted in your goodie bag. And as I say, I'd love for you to throw some questions at me as well. So the full By Sarah London collection, as I say, was born from a very personal place. All of our formulations are suitable for sensitive skin. We do not formulate with fragrance. There are no essential oils, which is quite unusual for a natural skincare brand. And we are the first UK skincare brand to detail a full ingredient list on the front label. So that provides you with added reassurance that you really know what you're giving your skin. We also do not dilute any of our formulas. So there is no added water. There are no fillers. The full collection is certified vegan, certified cruelty-free, and we are also a certified B Corp. And we are just one of a handful of beauty brands around the world to have achieved the B Corp status. So what I would love to do for this evening is to really focus on the two products that you've received within your goodie bag, the Hero Facial Oil and the Reviver Hydrating Mist. So let's jump in and let's start with the Hero Facial Oil, which, as I mentioned, was one of the formulas originally developed for my sister Lauren. So this was the first formula I developed for her skin, and each and every plant oil has been meticulously chosen for their ability to repair and soothe and restore the skin, particularly where that skin barrier has been compromised. It is a very light, beautiful texture. Perhaps you've got yours with you tonight. You might have even had a little chance to apply some to your skin as well. Now, typically I would recommend 3 to 4 generous drops. So for the purpose of this little demonstration, before we jump into facial massage in a little bit, I'm just going to show you how delicately that that really does permeate the skin dermis. Now, the reason why this particular plant oil blend is suitable for all skin types is because the plant oils that we have meticulously chosen are easily absorbed by the skin. They will not clog your pores, and our skin, in fact, loves these plant oils. You've got plant oils in here, such as organic evening primrose. Now, organic evening primrose helps skin retain moisture, which is particularly important as we age. You've got organic almond, organic apricot, both very softening on the skin. But what's really special, and if we get to some of the science behind our hero facial oil, is the lipid content, so the healthy fats, the really good omegas, vitamins and minerals that are being applied to your skin every time you enjoy this product. Now, a little goes a really long way. This product, and I did some maths just the other day, that if you enjoy this product over 3 months, which is typically how long this product lasts, you can enjoy this product for 37p per day, which I think is the best investment you can give your skin, and your skin will be extremely happy with you if you have invested 37p today for the future. So that's the hero facial oil. Now, the best way to enjoy a hero facial oil is with a hydration step. That hydration step is really important because as human beings, we're made up of about 60 to 70% water. So we need lots of water to make sure that our cells, our tissues are functioning in a healthy way. But certainly when we're thinking about the skin and the skin dermis, we want to make sure that there's enough cellular moisture in the skin. So our cells are buoyant, there's lots of moisture, along with the essential fats, the lipid content that's provided by the hero facial oil. So you've then got your Reviver Hydrating Mist. Now, your Reviver Hydrating Mist is your hydration step. So what you will do to best enjoy these two together is you're going to spritz the Reviver Hydrating Mist onto the skin as the first step. And then you're going to enjoy your hero facial oil as the second step. Now, if we just focus on the Reviver Hydrating Mist, perhaps you might be thinking, it could be Lisa, it could be Jo, it might not be, but I know when it comes to a mist, sometimes we think, is it really necessary? I mean, surely it's just a mist. How is this really going to be such an essential step in my routine? And it really is more than a mist. It's such a critical step. So this particular hydrating mist is a prebiotic formula. And as I say, it is so much more than a mist. So whilst it's adding hydration to the skin, it's binding moisture to the skin, it's prebiotic, which means it's supporting your skin microbiome. Now, our skin has a microbiome, a bit like our gut has a microbiome. And we want to make sure that that flora on the skin, that microflora, is happy, it's healthy, it's going to be our little army fighting against bad bacteria. It's going to be ensuring that we have strong immunity and that we have a regulated pH balance in the skin. So this particular product is really such a clever product. I've chosen the Desert Rose Moisture Retention Complex, which is detailed on the front label. That's a fantastic botanical that is going to help your skin retain moisture, vital moisture. As I say, once applied to the skin, it's long-lasting moisture. It's not just an immediate hit. So step number 1 is your Reviver Hydrating Mist. Step number 2 is your hero facial oil. Now, when you use these together, these are your moisturizing duo. So if you are using any other products in your routine, or you're thinking about really streamlining your skincare routine, then you can be assured that you will benefit from sufficient hydration and lipid content with these 2 products. If you are using a moisturizer or you're using a serum and you find that that product is giving you fantastic results, I always say, if you found something that you love, that it really, really resonates with your skin type, keep going with it. And you can, of course, incorporate that particular product into your By Sarah London routine. So if it's a moisturizer, you're going to apply that after your mist, before your hero facial oil. Exactly the same with a serum. So hero facial oil is always going to be the final step. That's sort of the one that's going to lock in all the moisture. You can, of course, enjoy these products both morning and night. So that's the wonderful thing about By Sarah London as a brand. We are not overwhelming you with lots and lots of different types of products. These are hard-working, multitasking formulas that you can enjoy both morning and night. We also have, and I've just brought it with me, just in case you were thinking, I'm actually going to make the change to By Sarah London entirely. I want to enjoy the full By Sarah London routine. And it comprises just 3 simple steps. Super easy. This is the Balancer Oil to Milk Cleanser. Now, this is going to rapidly dissolve all that sticky sunscreen, waterproof mascara, foundation, lipstick. It's going to whisk everything away, but it will not strip your skin. Because it's been formulated with sensitive skin in mind, it actually emulsifies into a lovely light cleansing milk when you're massaging into the skin. So you really feel as though you're getting a beautiful cleanse, but actually it's pumping goodness back into the skin. So that would be step 1 of the By Sarah London 3-step routine that you can enjoy both morning and night. And then your step 2 is your reviver, and step 3 is your hero facial oil. And super easy, because it's a bit like, I use the analogy of brushing your teeth morning and night. If we can get into a routine of using our By Sarah London 3-step, a bit like we're doing when we're brushing our teeth morning and night, it becomes part of your daily routine. You simply can't forget it, but you know that you're really investing in the health of your skin. And certainly because of our very personal founding story at By Sarah London, focusing on health, and in particular the health of your skin, is of primary focus to us as a brand. We really want to ensure that you are investing in the long-term health of your skin. So these are not sort of quick fixes that perhaps actually don't have a lasting effect. These are products that are going to really support long-term health and immunity of your skin. So let's start with some demonstration, and as I'm applying the products, feel free to ask some questions. I'd love to know in the chat if you are already using the products. What's been your favorite? Are you enjoying the Reviver Hydrating Mist? Do you love the Hero Facial Oil? Is the Hero Facial Oil completely new? Have you used facial oils before? I know that for some of our customers, using a facial oil when they came to By Sarah London was the first time they've ever used a facial oil. And, you know, sometimes it can be a bit daunting. Thank you, Get the Gloss. It can be a bit daunting to think, can I actually use a facial oil on my skin, particularly if skin is oily prone. The great thing about the By Sarah London collection, as I say, is that every single product is so meticulously formulated with every skin type in mind. So even if your skin is on the combination side, you'll still benefit from the Hero Facial Oil. And really it all comes down to the chemical composition of those plant oils within our By Sarah London products that our skin just loves, absolutely loves. So I've got my headband here because I'm going to pop this on so that we can do some facial massage together. Now, this is what I will pop on when I'm doing my routine in the morning and the evening, just so I'm making sure that I can really get up into the hairline and also into the neck. It's quite easy to forget that going into the hairline. So we're going to start, if you've got your products there, grab them because then we can do this together and it's much more fun. So we're going to start with a spritz of the Reviver Hydrating Mist. As I mentioned, this is a fantastic prebiotic formula that is necessary for adding hydration to the skin. And you're going to enjoy this morning and night after cleansing. And you're just going to go for a gentle spritz. So let's do a spritz now. Oh, it's so lovely. It's so relaxing. So I'm almost finished mine, but I will also have this handy on my desk. I will also pop this on in the fridge on a hot day so I can go for a really cooling experience. And you will notice when you spritz it to the skin, it really sort of veils. It veils very delicately onto the skin. Now, whilst my skin is still damp, at this point, I'm going to enjoy the Hero Facial Oil. As I mentioned, we're going to apply 3 to 4 drops. For facial massage, you could actually enjoy a little more. I mean, I have to say, sometimes I'll use even as much as 6 drops because I really, really want to enjoy that time of facial massage. But typically, day to day, let's go for 3 to 4 drops of the facial oil, both morning and night. So my skin is still a little bit damp. I'm going to apply. So I've got 1, that was about 2, wasn't it? So there's about 4 drops there. Bring my palms together. So if you've got your Hero Facial Oil there, you're going to bring your palms together. Now, what I like to do is I'm going to start at the jaw and at the neck. Now, we've got some really important muscles running down the neck, but also we've got an area of focus in terms of our lymphatic system and our lymph nodes. And we just want to make sure that we're clearing everything away, we're decongesting the area, because that in turn will benefit the skin. So if you're following along with me, we're going to start here, and it's going to pop your fingers just under your chin, and then you're just going to work in a sort of peace sign motion towards the ear. So you've got sort of your peace sign like this, and you're working up towards the ear. What I would love for you to do is apply fairly firm pressure so that you're almost hugging the ear. You really want to lift everything up. And when it comes to your skin and your skincare, we never want to drag the skin down. We want to defy gravity. We want to lift up. So you want to be working upwards and outwards. So we're just going to start here. And after a day of talking away, this is lovely, just really soothing. So you're just working these muscles here. And then we're just going to take the palm of the hand just to focus a little bit on the neck muscles. So if you have been sitting at a computer all day and you find that you sort of end up sort of a bit like this, a bit hunched, which is very normal, then take a bit of time just to work on those neck muscles. So we're just focusing here, and I'm working in circular motions, and I'm working down. So we want to make sure lymphatic flow is working down. So we're just massaging down. And I've got fairly firm pressure that I'm applying here. And I'm going to do the other side. Again, just really focusing here. We don't want to forget the neck. We really want to make sure we've got nourishment from top to toe. And in fact, within the full by Sarah London collection, we also have a body oil, which is equally as beneficial to the skin, but you're really being able to apply that to your arms or legs, tummy, just making sure that every inch of the skin is benefiting. So we've just focused on the jawline, we've just focused on those neck muscles, and you can spend as little or as long as you have just enjoying this experience. And of course, when it comes to our skin, but particularly this, the sort of the facial area, we have so many muscles, so many skin receptors, and we really want to make sure that we're working the muscles in our face as much as we work our muscles in our body throughout the day. So what we're going to do with the peace sign is we're now going to work into the cheeks. So we're going to, peace sign, I think, is quite an easy way to remember how to work into the jaw. Just think by Sarah London, peace sign. and we're just going to focus on working up. So this time you're sort of pinching the nose. And just working up, working everything up. Good. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the forehead. And we'll find that often there's a lot of tension around the forehead. Again, if we've been spending time at a computer screen, if we've been focusing on perhaps if there's been a piece of work that we've been really focusing on, or we've been focusing on something in the day that's really really focus the mind, it's worked the brain hard. We just want to make sure then that all the muscles around here are able to relax. And certainly when you're able to enjoy this type of massage just before you go to bed at night, it's a fantastic way at bringing the entire system, the nervous system, into a state of calm, getting ourselves ready for sleep, and making sure that those cortisol levels, those stress levels that may have been spiked throughout the day, are beginning to stabilize. So what I like to do here is I'm actually going to take these fingertips here, and I'm going to use these fingertips just to sort of scissor motion working into the forehead. This is a fantastic stress reliever, and then pushing up. And I'd love for you to push up right back into the hairline. So we're giving ourselves a little facelift here. We're just pushing right back into the hairline. And just focusing as well on the area here, you want to focus on the temples. I'm applying fairly firm pressure here, so I'm really pushing everything up. I'm now going to take the ring fingers and I'm going to focus just at this point here. So just where the brow starts, I just want you to press there just for a few seconds. So we have acupressure points around the face. And when you're just tapping and pressing at these points here, again, you're activating those acupressure points. So again, it's just about getting the body into a place of feeling calm and relaxed and ready for sleep. So we're just patting and pressing into the brow, all the way along the brow. So we're patting and pressing into the brow. If your hero facial oil is, if you need a little bit of a top up, you want to put a little bit more of the facial oil into your hands, that's fine. So you're really, again, benefiting from all those beautiful plant oils. And then we'll come back down to the eye area. Now, a question that I'm often asked is, do I need an eye cream? Well, the question is sort of twofold, really. The major concern with when it comes to sort of eyes or sort of the eye area is either puffiness or dark circles. Now, puffiness can be a consequence of, and often we get puffy eyes when we wake up in the morning. So that could just be lymphatic drainage not working effectively as it should. It could just be that we're overtired, that we're not drinking enough water. Dark circles, on the other hand, is more hereditary and genetic. So that's something that's harder to try to resolve. But if you are experiencing puffy eyes, particularly first thing in the morning, then rather than, in fact, reaching for the eye cream as the first option, reach for the hero facial oil first, because this is safe enough to enjoy around the eye area. I'm going to show you how in just a second, but it means that you don't have to add another complementary product to your routine. You can enjoy this product around the eye area quite safely using the eye orbital bone as your guide. And the way I'm going to show you how to use it will mean that will help to reduce any puffiness. You can also stimulate the eye area through eye massage, so you're helping to brighten the eye area. So what we're going to do, having enough hero facial oil on our hands, and I've still got a little bit on my hands, I'm going to take the ring fingers and I'm going to start. Now, hopefully you can feel this eye orbital bone. This is your guide. So we're going to start here and we're just going to pat and press around the eyes. So as you're patting and pressing, apply again quite firm pressures. So we're patting and pressing, pat, 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 pat and press, pat and press. And we're going to do this quite a few times. And then we're going to take it round the eye area. So lifting up and round, up and round. So really, and again, I'm applying fairly firm pressure here because I want to stimulate the eye area. To stimulate the eye area even more, we're going to do gentle flicks. So where your eyelash sort of meets the corner of the end of your eyebrow, just using those ring fingers again, just flicking. Now gentle, you don't want to drag the skin. We just want to flick gently because we just want to waken up this skin here. We just want to give it a little bit of a boost. And then we'll do the other side. And then we'll come here and we're just going to pause at the temples just for a moment. So hopefully you will be feeling more relaxed. It's always worth checking in with how you were feeling when you were about to start your by Sarah London skincare routine, how you feel by the end, perhaps how you felt when you first joined this masterclass, how you're now feeling. Hopefully you're feeling much more relaxed and calmer, and your skin should be feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, re-energized. If you are experiencing any pinkness or sort of color that's been brought to the surface of the skin, that's a good sign. That means that you've really worked the skin in terms of boosting circulation. You've encouraged fresh blood cells to come to the skin surface. But be mindful not to press too hard into the skin. And we always want to work upwards and outwards. Really don't want to be pulling the skin down, always lifting up. And this is something that you can enjoy with your hero facial oil every single day, morning and night. But I will reiterate how important the hydration step is. And I'm so delighted that you've received both of these in your goodie bags, because applying one without the other just wouldn't have the desired effect. So I can see a few questions coming through, and I think this will be a great time to hear from you, because I'd love to get to know you, get to hear about what you've been using, how you've been enjoying your by Sarah London, if you have had a chance to start with by Sarah London. So I'm just going to open the chat function here. I can see a question from Joe. Hi, Joe. And Joe is asking, can you use the oil around the lips? So great question. So yes, perfectly safe. Just be mindful, we don't want to get product too close to the lips that we're sort of ingesting anything. But yes, you can certainly, again, I find that using the ring fingers is where you have most control, but it's also the fingertip, the pad of this particular fingertip is the gentlest. So using the pad of this fingertip, again, you're just working around in circular motions. But can you see how I'm always working out? You really don't want to drag down. So it's just about working out. And I'm coming back and working out. And in the same way that you've applied the peace sign to the jawline, into the cheeks, you can do that here as well. So you're just taking hold of this area of the cheeks. Looks very attractive. And then we're just, again, really focusing then on that specific area. So you see how you can just focus on certain parts of the face. This is a lovely one as well. Again, taking these two fingertips that I was using at the forehead, just to stretch the skin here, just lifting here. And in fact, the chin is an area where if we are experiencing hormonal acne, hormonal blemishes, they can tend to appear around here. So enjoy a bit of massage again, just to help to boost the lymphatic drainage around those areas and just to decongest. So another question here from Nicola. Hi, Nicola. Should you use it on the nose and the cheeks? Didn't feel like they got much oil in the face. So wonder if they do. Yes, so you're using the Hero facial oil around the entire area of the face. So for the purposes of today, I was simply showing you some facial massage techniques. But Nicola, every time you're enjoying your Hero facial oil, let's do it together. I'm going to do it again for you. So I'm going to take 3 to 4 drops with a spritz with the Reviver Hydrating Mist. Bring my palms together. And the first thing I'll do, because I really want to make sure I'm getting this into the skin, is I'm going to apply into the entire face and neck. And again, applying fairly firm pressure. So you really want to make sure, and then once I've applied my hero facial oil, I've really now made sure that the entire face has been massaged with the hero facial oil. Now I can start to focus on the wonderful massage. Does that help, Nicola? Does that help to answer your question? Did that help as well, Joe? Let me know if that's been helpful. But yes, we really want to make sure that the entire face and the neck is benefiting. Great. Oh, I'm glad that was helpful, Nicola. And then we're just going to fab. Thank you, Joe. And just focus on the eyes. But be mindful when you're applying any product around the eye area, think eye orbital bone. You don't want to become too close to the lash line, just going to use the eye bone. So I'm just having a look at the clock. I know that we'll be coming to an end soon. So for those of you that have been enjoying the hero facial oil, I'd love to know, Nicola, Joe, what did you think? Have you been enjoying it? Have you had a chance to enjoy it? Or perhaps tell me about your skin. How does your skin typically feel? Are you a sensitive skin, sort of more on the sensitive skin side? Do you experience any particular type of sensitivity from redness, eczema? I'd just love to know how your skin has been feeling, and how, you know, how perhaps if you have experienced any changes. Certainly, I know the weather has been very up and down these past few weeks. We've had beautiful sunshine and then torrential rain, and weather and our environment plays a huge role in how our skin behaves. So, you know, certainly flipping from one extreme to another, that can change the skin. There are many other factors that can contribute to changes in the skin. Hormones play a big role, particularly as we age, particularly as we're, you know, all of us as women, we will see our estrogen levels drop, which means sadly collagen production will slow down. So anything that we can be doing as early as our 30s to really help with the health of our skin will show fantastic results in the long term. So hi, Nicola. Nicola has been using the hero facial oil for a while. And oops, I've just lost the message there. So you've got a lot of redness, cheeks. So if you are experiencing, again, any sort of redness, sensitivity, always think about the different types of products you're using in your routine. At By Sarah London, we like to take a very curated approach. We like to make sure that we're not overloading the skin with lots of different types of actives and formulas, because when you do overload the skin, that's where it becomes very problematic. So number one tip actually for skin that is misbehaving is to look at your cleanser. So really to make sure that the cleanser that you're using is not stripping the skin, it's not disrupting the pH balance, that actually it is cleaning the skin, but to the point that it's still able to, as I say, with this balancer cleanser, it's pumping goodness back into the skin because it's been formulated with plant oils. So I'd really have a look at cleansing as my sort of number one tip for skin that is consistently problematic. And if you are wearing makeup or you're exposed to pollution, really want to make sure that we've actually got a beautiful canvas before we enjoy these two products. Emma, hi Emma, loving the hydrating mist and the hero facial oil. Is it normal to go through the facial mist? Yes, so typically, simply because of sort of the way the product's been formulated and the concentrations and the fact that this is oil, this is liquid, you're going to get through your mist a little bit quicker. But certainly, you know, both products last a long time. A little goes a really long way. And I would also say that you can't overuse the products. So if you find that, you know, you've put quite a lot of facial oil on tonight because you've been doing some massage, that's not going to overwhelm the skin. That's only going to delight the skin, because our skin really loves the composition of this blend. I'm just seeing a question that I just want to get to. Ben, hi Ben, a friend recommended this product and it's utterly amazing. Thank you. I've used it since it arrived on Saturday. I love it. I feel as though my face looks brighter, makeup glides on and sits really nicely. Been telling all my friends about it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Natalie, not Ben. Well, Natalie, thank you very much for sharing that feedback. I'm absolutely thrilled that you're enjoying your By Sarah London skincare. And that's a great point actually about makeup, is that you can enjoy this spritz throughout the day. And sometimes when it's about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, if you've had a busy day or you've been in meetings and you feel as though your skin just needs a bit of a pick-me-up, this is a great product to have in your handbag or on your desk, because you can just go for a quick spritz and then it will just instantly awaken the skin, and it makes you feel that action of really performing, of the sort of the hydration veiling the skin. That in itself is very refreshing. This is the lovely Jo, who's been reticent to use the face oil due to having delicate skin with rosacea. This feels lovely and enjoying the mist as well. Fantastic. And I totally understand, at By Sarah London, we have a lot of empathy for our customers that have tried lots of different products, that experience very sensitive skin, because our founding story is very much rooted in my sister experiencing such sensitive skin, even to this day, that Lauren is our in-house guinea pig. So when I am developing a new formula, Lauren will be the first to test that formula. And if there's anything in there that will make her skin react, we're back to the drawing board. So rest assured that we really are formulating with very sensitive skin in mind. But even if you don't have sensitive skin and you're really just looking for fantastic natural skincare that works to keep your skin healthy, then we're here for you. A question from Get the Gloss: for oilier skin types, how often do you apply the facial oil? Great question. And I would say applied in exactly the same way. So if skin is more on the oily side, again, I would make sure that you're double checking your cleanser is not stripping the skin, because with cleansers that have a tendency to strip oily prone skin that is experiencing excess oil, that can start to make the skin crave even more, and it starts producing excess oil as a consequence. It's sort of this vicious circle. So I would double check the cleanser for an oily skin type to make sure that you're not using anything that's too stripping. But you can use your Hero facial oil in exactly the same way, so morning and night. If you were more acne prone, and I would say if you were experiencing persistent acne, and acne that was quite angry acne, then I would suggest actually turning to a more targeted formula. And within the By Sarah London collection, we do have something for that, which is our Ally Blemish Recovery Oil, which I formulated specifically for acne skin that's really just struggling to get it under control. So we have customers that are mums with teenage boys, teenage girls. They are using the Ally Blemish Recovery Oil because there is that persistence in the prevalence of acne. So could be that if you are very acne prone, then a targeted treatment may be needed. Hi to Mai, I hope that's how I pronounce, or May, is asking that, loving the oil on her eczema prone skin. Can you use the oil to take makeup off and sunscreen? Yes. So this Balancer Oil to Milk Cleanser will whisk away all your makeup, all your sunscreen. I actually find that because at By Sarah London, we tend to recommend a natural and a mineral sunscreen rather than a chemical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreens can be quite irritating to sensitive skin. So we tend to recommend going for a mineral sunscreen, but mineral sunscreen can be a bit tacky on the skin. So again, it was really important that this formula, this cleanser, was able to dissolve any sticky sunscreen and it wouldn't leave any residue. So what I like to do, actually, I'm going to try and show you because I've got a bit of glass of water there. So let's hope this doesn't go horribly wrong. So I'm going to pour a little of the Balancer Ultra Milk Cleanser into the palm of my hand because I really want you to see the consistency. Now you can pour a little bit into the palm of your hand and then massage directly into your skin. So can you see how, again, it's a very similar consistency to the Hero Facial Oil, just a little bit lighter. Again, you would bring your palms together and massage into your skin. So if you are standing at your bathroom sink, massage straight over your makeup, any sunscreen. And then whilst you're at your sink, I'm going to take this little bit of water. What you want to do is to get, can you see that? Can you see that, May? You want it to emulsify. So I'm going to add a little bit more water because I really want you to see how the cleanser emulsifies into that cleansing milk. Can you see that? Hopefully you can all see that. So you want this lovely cleansing milk, and when it's then transformed into a cleansing milk, you can rinse away, and then you can either use, we have an organic muslin cloth that you can use just to dampen the skin afterwards, or use your flannel and just make sure your skin is still damp, because then you're going to spritz with your Reviver Hydrating Mist and then finish with your Hero Facial Oil. So really wonderful thing. And if you have a little look on our website, you'll see so many customers adore this cleanser because it truly whisks everything away. And it also doesn't irritate or sting the eyes. And you know, a lot of cleansers can do that for sensitive skin. So it's really gentle on the skin. It's going to really, really, truly whisk everything away, and it just won't irritate. So if you were interested in the balancer with the Reviver and the Hero Facial Oil, these three are known as the by Sarah London 3-step essentials, and they're available on our website. And we have just launched our new skincare saving bundles, so you can receive a fantastic discount as well. Now, I'm just looking at the clock. I can see that we have come to the end. So I just wish to say thank you to everyone that joined this evening. I hope you found it really helpful. Hope you found it quite inspiring. If you are new to natural skincare, then we would love to welcome you to By Sarah London. You can find us on Instagram at By Sarah London. I will respond to any questions that you send through to me via DM. And you can also come through to our website later this evening to have a little bit more of a look. Maybe treat yourself to the Balancer Cleanser. But thank you to your wonderful comments. And I really do hope that you'll stay with us. And I hope to see you all again very soon. So I'm going to hand over now to Get the Gloss and say thank you very much for having me.